Listen, it's just another opportunity. Listen, it's really good for both these players. They got to see exactly what kind of what they can learn from both experiences. Both from like you have Lorenzo asking, okay, this is how Lenny was able to punish Shulk in these sort of aspects. Meanwhile, Shunk is focusing more on, okay, this is where this is where kind of Ben kind of choked. So I'm going to try to avoid those opportunities and punish Mega Man in this way instead.
And from that last match, both players just really tried to find a way to end their stocks on the right side of the stage, really just limiting that gameplay to that one corner. But, oh man, as we saw before, Lenny just having full advantage over that with that back air. And now Lorenzo is going to pick the stage at PS2.
We are going to PS2 on this game one. I'm curious on the reason, which I think they actually struck this time. So this wasn't like a gentleman's kind of thing.
All right, we're going to get into losers quarterfinals. Lorenzo's Mega Man and Shunk's Shulk. The Shunk Shulk. That's a pretty funny way to say that. The Shunk Shulk.
Shunk Shulk, yeah.
Shunk Shulk. All right, and there we go with Lorenzo with the back airs once again, trying to find a way to get those setups in, thinking that he was going to go onto the platform, but Shunk is way smarter than that as he's shielding all of these projectiles, but that doesn't matter to Lorenzo.
Yeah, Lorenzo using a really good sort of tools just to get rid of shield art as fast as possible. We are seeing Lorenzo at ledge, kind of stuck there, but this is kind of the opportunity that like Shunk kind of expected. Like we kind of saw this stuff before in the set between Ben and Lenny.
Yeah. And once again, it's looking like the last match where they're just staying at the right side of the stage. But now they managed to find themselves dead even in the center of the stage, reverting back to the middle. But now both trying to go for some type of setup just so they can quickly take out their stocks.
Yeah, both are about 90%. Like Shunk's doing a really good job playing really patient, just kind of expecting and waiting for Lorenzo to find those opportunities to get basically free punishes. He's basically kind of tempting Lorenzo in a way where, yeah, I know you're going to try to go for these like Metal Blade and then immediately go for the back claw. So I'm just going to let you do that, and I'm going to get a free punish for it. And that's how Shunk is able to take that lead right there.
At 104%, you know, he can be a little bit reckless, just a little bit. Oh, and it looks like he is sending Lorenzo off stage. He's kind of got a game plan, putting the bomb back on him. Ooh, the back air right there would have been immaculate for Shunk, for the Shunk Shulk. But now Lorenzo is kind of getting back into the play with only 2 stocks remaining.
2 stocks remaining, about 50%. Really good patience from Shunk's end to avoid getting hit by the forward smash. And I like Lorenzo's idea of using the leaf shield to try to get a stage spike.
Kind of playing around each other right now, just seeing which one has lesser patience. But from the looks of him, Lorenzo kind of has the upper hand.
He has the upper hand right now, but Shunk knows he has to play more toward Lorenzo ends. Like I've talked about, Lorenzo's trying to get that free kill, and you can see Shunk more running away rather than trying to approach and get those free punishes. He's kind of letting Lorenzo do those shenanigans. Unfortunately, the hard knuckle is going to be able to get that final punish.
Hard knuckle leading into the down smash, or not down smash, the down blast zone. So now Shunk is on his second stock. He's got quite a bit of work to do, but
a little bit of work, but slowly getting there. Mega Man has a lot of those tools that just do a lot of chip damage that is able to even up this percent. That's kind of a trend you kind of see with Mega Man, where it's a lot of chip percentage, and then you start seeing those kills with the forward smashes and the back airs.
Yeah. Oh, he's kind of putting Shunk at a disadvantage to where he can't really do anything. He's just spending most of his time shielding, trying to find a way to approach and send Lorenzo off stage, but he's not giving him that chance.
He's trying to find the opportunity. He's just getting caught in the ringer back and forth. Like, Shunk hasn't had an opportunity to just kind of stay in neutral and kind of do what he was doing on that first stock.
Yeah, and from what we've seen from the first match of Lorenzo to this match Lorenzo, this present Lorenzo right here is doing a lot better. A lot better indeed. He's being more patient, more aggressive when he needs to be. You know, he's getting those kills.
He's respecting Shunk's idea of letting him do his thing. At the same time, though, we are at last stocks on both ends. We did just lose the speed art on Shulk, but it is still fairly even on percent. We're going to see Lorenzo being doing the kind of the same shenanigans that he was doing, where he's racking up a lot of chip damage with the Leaf Shield.
Yeah. And what I'm seeing from Shunk is that he's trying to put the pressure on Lorenzo, but Lorenzo's just not giving him a chance. He's reverting that pressure back around to Shunk.
Yeah. Shunk doing a really good, like Shunk playing really well to kind of avoid getting hit by the down air, but it is causing him to get hit by a lot of other stuff. But the Shulk down air is going to cause a stage spike and give him the first game.
Oh, that pineapple stage spike. Oh man, Shunk is going to take the first game, and Lorenzo got to get back on the ball really quick. Got to get back on there. I mean, he's already improved so much, so it's just a matter of winning to use the projectiles and like being patient, aggressive when he needs to be, as I said before. But I think Lorenzo does have this. You know, we've still got a hell of a lot of game left. Hell of a lot.
I mean, it was still fairly close. You could argue that it was just kind of a lucky spike kind of thing.
Yeah. I just don't think Lorenzo was ready for that tech. I mean, you would assume it would go down or like to the left, but no, I think he just missed the tech. It was just unexpected. So you can't really blame Lorenzo for missing that tech because I didn't even expect it.
It had to be a little weird. I agree.
Just a little bit.
We do have Lorenzo kind of contemplating on what stage we're going to, but we are going to be settling on Battlefield.
Battlefield. Regular Battlefield. Not small Battlefield, but regular Battlefield.
Yeah.
So the blast zones are just a little bit more gracious this time.
I also like to keep in mind that Shunk banned all the flat stages, basically saying, like, yeah, you're not getting the chance to run away. You are going to be staying in. Like, if anyone's going to be running away, it's going to be me.
All right, we're going to see the game plan that these two have in game number 2.
Yeah, we also have a song pick from Lorenzo, which is fairly interesting. Which, I mean, I guess it's just kind of make sure mentality is still there.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right. We're going to see what they can do in game number 2. Starting things off with a Nair trying to go for continuous combos, but Lorenzo not really giving him that chance as they spend most of their time on the left side of the stage. Lorenzo is now taking him to the right side, but Shunk is like, nah, I'm just going to switch to shield. You can't really do that to me right now. They find themselves on the right side of the stage again. Shunk is trying to find a way to keep Lorenzo off stage, but from what we're seeing right now, Lorenzo's really good off stage when he's trying to get back on and when he's trying to end a stock as well. Oh, and missing that back air. And he's really good at using what I call in Demolition the little dukes that Mega Man has. Little tiny dukes.
The little lemons.
Yeah, the little lemons, little lemon dukes.
Yeah.
Really good at like stopping people in their tracks because you don't expect it. It's kind of like a trip.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
just like, yeah.
You can also tell there's always a pattern with it. Like, it's always like a triangular motion where it's like either 1 on top, 2 on bottom, or 1 on bottom, 2 on top.
Yeah.
Where it's basically covering both high and low positions.
Yeah.
That being said, those little dudes aren't going to be able to do a lot of actual kill power, as Shunk is able to take Lorenzo immediately to his second stock.
Ooh. You saw Lorenzo trying to go for a grab and like creating that distance, saying, all right, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. I need to be a lot more patient. He tries to go for little dudes once again, but Shunk is sending him back off stage to the left side. That seems to be Shunk's homeland, is the left side of the stage.
I mean, you also see that Shunk also doesn't really worry about, like...
If that back throw would have killed, I would have been like, whoa, whoa, man.
The other thing I love that we're kind of seeing Shulk do is Lorenzo has a lot of projectiles, but a lot of them are fairly weak, and just a simple Nair is able to punish them. And the backside to backslash is going to be doing a lot of damage, even it up this percent. And the smash art right there, we already have a 3-to-1 stock ratio.
Wow. Well,
2-to-1.
Correction. Correction indeed. You know, Shunk's like, well, let's make this a little bit even, but, you know, Shunk still has... He still has the ball in this court, but Lorenzo has a long way to go, dealing 40% damage, not taking any, but just managing to get back on stage with the leaf shield. Oh, but there's that down tilt. Oh, thinking that he was going to roll into the down air.
Really good forward tilt right there. Shunk doing a really good job keeping this distance and respecting Lorenzo's choices. Lorenzo having a lot of trouble getting in right now, and the up air is going to take it.
Man.
Shunk 2-0 over Lorenzo, moving into top 16.
Moving into top 16 is going to be Shunk, and Lorenzo is sadly going to be